Guys, good morning. It's Wednesday and today I'm mostly in the studio retouching the images from yesterday with Claudia and of course preparing the workshop for tonight, the seminar in Amersfoort, and it's all about small flash and using flash on location. And as explained before, I always like to do these seminars fresh. So that means that I selected a lot of images and I'm going to create the seminar just before the seminar. But first, and I'm a little bit nervous about that, I have to go to the hospital and for a yearly checkup. And why am I nervous? Well, the thing that I'm not nervous about is bringing in your bodily fluids. The thing that I am nervous about a little bit is the blood they have to take. And at first I never was nervous for this, but I once had a nurse and she literally couldn't find my veins, and she ended up using 2 arms and my hands, and then another one came in and she was going like, oh, no problem, and she just got it. And I was never afraid before, but ever since then I'm nervous because that one really hurt. And after that I have to take a picture of my eyes, so they're gonna check if my eyes are okay, and it's just a yearly checkup, so normally they go 100% clear, and then well, you know, I'm healthy. I already know that. So join us for today's episode of Behind the Closed Doors. And back home. Now that went relatively easy. Now with the yearly checkup, what they check is your blood work, and this time they went really easy. I went in and she found it immediately, the vein, put a needle in, and well, 3 little veins of blood, and that was it. Next up, you have to go to the eye doctor, and it's not really an eye doctor, by the way. They just take pictures of your eyes with a Canon camera. Why not a Sony? And that's about it. So now in 2 weeks I have an appointment with the doctor's office and they will go through everything. I've been doing this for, I think now since I'm 40, and every time I get a clear bill of health, so I don't think this time will be any different. So now up to the studio. It's 9 o'clock, and in the studio we're going to retouch the images from yesterday from Claudia. Okay, in my search for the new drink of Frank, not being Diet Coke, I'm trying something else. Now, I tried a lot of flavors, and in all honesty, they're too sweet, they're too sour, or they just don't taste good. So I'm going to try something a little bit more natural, and let's see how that works out. Okay, 1 bottle of water, 1 soda stream machine, make the water bubbly. And pour some of this stuff in. Now, of course, we're going to try this with real lemons, because this is still artificial, I guess. So let's see how that works out. And I think that will be way more refreshing and a better substitute for Diet Coke. And of course, shake it. Okay, now a lot of you guys always ask me about the movable walls in our studio and the paintings on the wall. I have a class on Kelby 1 that actually explains everything about how we build our studio and how you can work in tight spaces, because although the studio is rather big, it's actually divided into smaller spaces, because I love to work in a small area. But for today, I'm going to show you how we build the movable walls. I'm not really going to show you how to build them, but you know what? Follow me. So this is one of the movable walls, and this one is actually covered with a wallpaper, and they're constructed like this. So we have wheels on them and just simple 4x5s. I don't know how you guys call them, but they're wood. And on the back side there's other wallpaper. So they work both ways. The only thing is, if you look on the bottom, there's actually a hole, because they have to be able to move around. So when you take a picture, you always have this gaping hole underneath. And that's why we bought this at our local do-it-yourself store. And we just put it here. And of course you can paint it in several colors. And as soon as you walk back, you don't see that hole anymore. Now, once every while we just change the wallpaper over and we have new walls. And they go really easy through the studio, especially because there's no carpet here. But even on carpet, they just roll around really easy. So that's our movable wall system. If you want to know more about how we built our studio, make sure to check out that class on Kelby 1. And now, I have to start retouching. Done with retouching, and here are the images. Now remember, those were shot during the second day of the one-on-one workshop with Theo, and Theo had no experience with shooting outside with strobes, so we kept it a little bit more toned down and a little bit more simple, but I still like the images, so here they come. And now for me, by the way, it's creating the PowerPoint presentation, so enjoy the images. Done with the seminar, on my way home for a quick lunch, and look at the weather. Some of you guys said it was the first time you saw blue skies in Amersfoort. Well, I think we finally get summer. Hey, it's time to go to Amersfoort for the seminar for tonight, and that's all about small flash and using strobes on location. So join us. And we arrived in the Dissel. That's the location for tonight. So that's over there. Everything is set up, so we're running PowerPoint from the Dell straight into our Epson projector, and that's one thing, we always try to bring our own projector because that projector is calibrated and I know for sure that my whites don't blow out and I see enough detail in the blacks, because the projectors you often find in clubs or clubhouses are absolutely terrible. So one tip, if you teach workshops or you want to start and want to teach seminars, bring your own projector. And this Epson is absolutely awesome. It has a lot of light output. It's an older model. It's the EB1775W, and it also has a wireless function. So, but I didn't install that yet on the laptop, so we still have to do that, but it absolutely works great. So we're now waiting for the people to arrive. That's about 45 minutes, and then it's time for the seminar. But first, Anna Week is setting everything up for our merchandise shop. Sounds like we have a whole shop with us, but actually it's only the books and some of the instructional videos. Oh, and because today it's about small flash, we also brought the Rogue Frank Doorhoff flash benders, of course. Absolutely love those. If you're into small flash, you have to get one of those. Because, well, it has my signature and it's a soft silver. So it gives you way more light output and it saves your battery. Great product. And there we have the roller banner, so people actually know where they have to go.
fire, our house, our dreams. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed.
Okay, that was the seminar in Amersfoort. Absolutely great group, almost full house, and they told me with this weather, it could be that nobody shows up, but full house, great people, and I think the seminar was very interesting. So now we're gonna go home, and then we hope that around 11 o'clock we're home. No, it's already 10:30, right? So we'll be around 11:30, and then tomorrow you will see this episode. Okay, we're gonna drive home, and that also concludes the vlog for today. And you know the drill, right? If you like what we do, please subscribe. Most of all, hit that like button and tell other people about it. Now, this vlog will be edited tomorrow morning and uploaded tomorrow, but you of course will see it tomorrow. And we'll see you again next time. Bye bye, guys.
We fall. We were bound to make mistakes. We loved, we thought. It was always on fire, our house.